The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on last year's national champions, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but their great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, and that's not the start they needed. You're already the underdog. You've struggled this season going against a really good team. First drive, first possession, man, what do? You turn the football over. That's probably why they have a losing record.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the tailback. Smashes through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Intercepted! turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Fellas, happy Thanksgiving wishes to you once again. The Egg Bowl is up for grabs between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And check this out. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Connection to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Wilson to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Picks up the first down. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On the snap, it's Washington. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball.
Going for it all. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. It's a big play that we might circle back to later.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He got it. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Receiver going in motion. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. Then second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Off the play fake. Scrambling away. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion when they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They want to run it left here. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. offense is coming back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wilson to pass. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Room to throw that one in there. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Bucks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Washington. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Washington. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Let's go, let's go!
Fires to the big fella. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Tight end now in motion. Wilson to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to buy time. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Welsh. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. BYU trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Colorado. Once he got some room, it was over.
And with that score, this thing is getting up. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wilson to pass. Right on the money. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. And BYU will get the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Let's go!
Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. And the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He uncorks one deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Washington. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds a little space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Washington. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Lewis wants to pass. He makes a catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The play action fake. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Off play action. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bucs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Washington. Using the quick game. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fighting off the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking for the 4th down conversion, BYU comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And he's thrown another interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time, and even deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Lewis to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the try is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Softened them up with a run, and now to throw. They're working that left side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson will throw. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cougars!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up 14 over James Madison. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give. Looking for room at the 25. Wide open spaces. The 30. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
It'll be 3rd and long. 3:25. Wilson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Can't get him to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Skips away from pressure. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Looking left. Fires it incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Williams. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's over.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Fires to the wideout. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So the O-lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.